Well, as you can see, I've started the great demolition, or should we say alteration. It's a lot harder than I thought actually. It's not just a case of taking up the rail and dismantling the building work. The problem I've got is that certainly at one end, the building work, because it was done sort of bottom up, and I'm now removing the bottom, a lot of the stuff above is built on the bottom layer, especially at this end. So this is going to be difficult to finish off this end. And the other big problem is the electrics. Obviously I've got point work underneath that I'm dismantling. Bus wires that are running all over the place, so I've got to sort of sort those out and rejoin them, and yeah, it's taking longer and a bit more difficult than I first thought, but we'll persevere and show you what happens, or what's happening. Well, I've pretty much finished the demolishing part of my scheme. I've just got to do the rebuild now. I've had to take apart a bit more than I hoped for, but I just couldn't get at the bottom bit here at this end, so I've had to take the top off. That's pretty much just as well really, I guess, because then I can get at the bottom points and add the extra point to join those two lines up, to make a little dead end where an engine can turn around and go to any of the fiddle yard lines. So I'll do the points first and then put the top back. I've also got to straighten off or level off this point here, or the two tracks here, and take out the points, and no need for the points anymore. So I've still got that to do, and then hopefully I've finished this end when I've done it. So that's about it. Oh, apart from I've left this piece in, I was thinking of this area here to build a little heritage railway on a board, joined to the main layout, but so I could just show some steam engines off. So I've kept that just in case I do it, and I could put a leg on that end. Obviously have another piece coming out from this end, but it seems silly cutting it off if I'm going to use it later. Anyway, I'll come back when I've done the rebuild. Okay, I've pretty much finished the rebuild. As far as the structure is concerned, I've put in the track underneath. You can see what I was trying to do. The points all working, point motor, it's all been electrified, and I've had enough light to just run it along the full length pretty much. So that's all sorted, that's finished, so that end's done. The actual structure, I've put it all back together, and as you can see it's all level, so that is all ready to run 4 tracks and the higher track round. The only downside is I made such a mess of taking apart the incline that I think it'll be easier to buy another one than try and reconstruct the one that's been demolished. So I'll order that tomorrow, and once I've done that, then I can run the other 4 lines round. They'll all be a gentler curve to get round. They'll all be on the level, so hopefully it'll be a much easier run and easier to control, etc. And I won't have any problems with, there won't be any points over there, and as I say, it'll all be level, so hopefully job accomplished. I'll let you see what it looks like when I've finished. Okay, as you can see, I've now finished this end project. There's a little bit of work to do. I've still got the points controller to screw up, but apart from that, it's actually done. As you can see now, it's all on one level. I haven't got a problem with any train's uncoupling anymore because of level changes. It's all flat, so that's pretty good. Apart of course from the rear track, which is going up an incline, but apart from that they're all level. So the fiddle yard is completed, as I've shown you. It's just a single end now, so that the engines can reverse and go around. The only thing is, doing this I've created another problem, because after the engines leave the fiddle yard they end up coming round left to right, as we're looking at the track at the moment. And I have a reverse loop, but all that does is, if an engine or train is going from right to left, it reverses it round left to right. I haven't actually got a way of going changing the tracks or the engines from right to left, so I can't get anything back down into the fiddle yard, as it were. But what I've decided to do is, see that point there, I've created an extra siding or a loop that goes round here to that point there where it joins back up to the track, or it can continue on round to another point which is just behind the O gauge loco to join up the track again. So what I can do is, my longest train is a goods train, I can put that in that siding, uncouple the engine, run the engine round the other end and couple it back up, and then that's changed the whole train round. So that's a way of changing the trains round direction. So I've done that. That also enables me an extra point off the main line to come around here into an area that's going to be a little area here, and I'm not describing it very well, but be a little area here. I'll have a walk through at this end, so it won't stop me getting to that end. It won't be all the way across, but there will be a heritage steam yard there, so I can display some of my steam engines. So that's pretty much how I wanted it to work out. The other thing is, it's given me access to all the point systems under here, and in my next video I'm going to do a little update of the points and show you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So that will be the next video. So until then, that's about it for this one. So if anyone has any comments, or if you can think of another idea of how to change the trains round, I'd be very grateful. Change directions, as it were. I don't really want to back anything down the helix, that's the problem. So I want to drive down forward, and so I needed the whole engine, and the whole train rather, reversed round. And I don't think I've got room for a reverse helix, for a reverse loop anywhere. So say I've got one up this end that runs round at the back there, but of course it's going the wrong way. So anyway, as I say, please feel free to comment and subscribe if you wish, and as I say, bye for now.